Jackson Falls is a small waterfall south of Nashville along the Natchez Parkway. It's at milepost 404.7 near the Duck River. Along the Parkway, it's about 50 minutes south of the north end at Loveless Cafe, though the bridge was closed when we were there, and you can get on at 96. But it's a pretty drive, and you can see that there are several interconnected trails and a few different places. The trail to the falls is paved. It's like a concrete sidewalk. If you join the trail by the restroom pavilion, the restrooms were closed when we were there, by the way. You'll see that there's an unpaved trail. If you stay on that for just a little bit, you connect to the paved trail. But if you actually just follow the sidewalk from the parking lot to the right, you'll just continue on that paved trail. If you went the other way to the left, you would actually connect to a bluff overview. And also a few miles to the north, maybe a couple of miles, there's an old house that was the former home of the ferry boat operator on the Duck River. And I don't think the trail connects. I think it's on the other side of the river. But there were restrooms there is the point. Anyway, the hike down to the falls took us, 6 minutes, 7 minutes maybe. A little longer on the way back up, of course. It's not wheelchair accessible. There are uneven surfaces. There are steps. These bridges were a little worse for wear, but they seemed pretty sturdy. I wouldn't worry about them. I wouldn't jump on them either. So from the official website, which is nps.gov, this is actually managed by the National Park Service. It says a steep trail 900 feet long takes you to a clear pool at the base of these falls. This trail descends to Jackson Falls, a beautifully sculptured cascade. This is one of two waterfalls along the Natchez Parkway. The other waterfall is Fall Hollow, located at milepost 391.9 near Hohenwald, Tennessee. By the way, we didn't go to that one on this trip. We could have, but it was pretty late in the day, and we chose this one. The website also says, for thousands of years before the falls existed, the Jackson Branch flowed into this high valley, isolated from the Duck River below. Then in a classic case of stream piracy, the Duck River captured Jackson Branch. The flooding river and other erosional agents wore away at the bluffs, cutting a new channel through faults in the rock. At the side of Jackson Falls, the diverted stream slips down into the Duck River Valley, abandoning its former course. Please do not climb on the falls. It is very slick and dangerous and can lead to significant injuries. I did not climb on the falls. I did walk up to the base of it. Those rocks are slippery. You got kids, watch out for them. Getting down to this plunge pool, I guess you'd call this, the creek at the bottom. The trail does not go there. You can see to the right here, there's a, sort of a scramble of some rocks and branches, and there's a little muddy, and so it's a little tricky for small children, older folks. I would use caution. You don't have to go down there. You can see the falls just fine from the end of the concrete trail. It's nice to see it from below too, but there's also an upper part of the falls up to the right that is harder to access, harder to get a good view of, and obviously when there's more rain, the falls would be more dramatic
That's an
than what we
ancient
saw.
cave.
So there's a cave here. I don't really know the story of that cave. There's lots of things to see along the trail. There's mushrooms. If you just stop and look, we actually didn't stop and look at any of that stuff on the way down. On the way back up is a good opportunity to do that as you're taking your time. There's some nice views along the way. Just a beautiful place to spend an hour or so, and see what wildlife you might see, creepy crawlies and so forth. fluorescent orange fungus. And in winter months, you'd probably get a good view over the river there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, please like and subscribe. Thanks.